because right now in the
Mm.
men's division, there's really not a team out there that can really
No.
push the U.S. at all. I mean, I
Yeah,
could have
it's
told you
super hard.
before the tournament it was going to be pretty much a blowout just with the talent. So I hope
Mm.
there are teams that can, you know,
Yeah.
compete for it, outside of like GB and Japan and, you know, kind of the usual
Yeah.
teams that maybe get close. So I'll be
Yeah,
rooting for you
it's
guys.
gonna be interesting. Yeah, we played Team USA with Mooncatchers because they came over to Windmill in Europe, and so we played them. Super nice game, but yeah, for sure. So strong. I mean, they don't really stand a chance at that point in time. But also when I look back to Worlds, a lot of the guys like on our O line we had Sofiane Bontemps, Tobe, Dan, Benji Youngers, Wolf Osterling, with guy from Gentle, and all these guys when we played Worlds, they were still like college level, like college eligible. It's also in terms of experience super hard when you see the US team, like the experience that these guys have. it's
They're
it's
late
very hard for us
20s, a
to
lot of
match.
them, yeah, early 30s. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the experience that they have is super hard for us to compete. So it's not like it's also very hard for these guys. I mean, they're still super young, and being able to kind of, you know, put that kind of weight on their shoulder is still hard, I think. But it's good to see some of them moving over to play in the US, like Tobe, Dan, Sofiane now. It's great. I mean, for us, for Belgium in the future, it's it's super positive.
Do you guys encourage that? Like, how does that end up happening? Because
Mm.
I talked to, you know, um, I've talked to, people about that and just different ones and, uh,
Yeah.
you or
Um.
Like Nas did it, talked to him about it. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good experience for them to do that.
Yeah.
You guys encourage that or like, because it's not probably not cheap, right? To do
Yeah.
that.
For sure.
You probably
Yeah.
can't have a normal job if you do that, you
Mm.
know?
True. Yeah. I mean, so it honestly, it's the first year that it really happened. So last year we had Dan, who during the summer went to Chicago and played there, but he left Belgium at the end of July. So both for the national team or for club, it's not like he missed the big part of the season. So the season in Europe starts um, mid March, sort of, and ends with the European Championship at the end of September. But now it's so we have Dan Sofiane playing the UFA. Dan would most likely play club afterwards with Machine. And but with Mooncatchers, we also have a couple of internationals like Arvids, Orlovskis, Garklins, the famous Latvian guy, Tom Zabeltins as well, who play for Moon, also moving to like playing the UFA. And so it will have an impact on us during the season. I think they'll be there for the major tournaments, but I think for this year it's still okay. I think next year they probably prioritize Moon because we have ambitions for the World Club Championships. But then in the future, we'll have to see how much it does impact us or not. So it's kind of like I guess the problem is a little bit similar in the US where there is a kind of an overlap between the UFA and the club season.
Yeah.
Um, I guess there's also some discussions like there and that are pretty similar. So yeah, for now I would say it's okay, but we'll need to see how we can manage that in the future because at the same time, them having that experience is super beneficial for us, right? And so in a way, we need to find some sort of common ground.